Welcome to part 15 of my full commentary on Westwood's 1997 game Blade Runner. This is Jack Everett, and we will be picking up where we left off in Act 4, but the first thing I want to show you is I've actually done quite a bit of experimenting in this game, and it reminded me I forgot to show you something that you can do with McCoy. I've only mentioned this, but I didn't actually show it. And we're going to confess to Guza about the bum that we killed. Now, you can either be in polite mode or user choice mode for this. If you're in normal or surly, McCoy won't confess to his murder.
Lieutenant, I shot a guy down in Chinatown.
You what? Damn it, what are you telling me? I don't need this, not today.
Hey, I'm trying to do the right thing here. I could have left the guy to rot.
You're gonna owe me on this one, McCoy. Big time. I'm gonna have to call in some favors. So they're calling it a justified shooting?
I kind of thought they might.
That doesn't mean your ass is out of the fire with me, McCoy. You may have put one over on internal affairs, but you and I both know the real Skinny.
Is that right?
You can't just go around waxing civilians. Look, McCoy, I know how it is on the street. It's easy for a Blade Runner to step over the line. You do this job right, you got a long career ahead of you. But you screw up again.
I can handle it.
You better. Get lost. We both got work to do.
Alright, so basically we saw there the shortest internal affairs investigation that's ever occurred. And I also think, since McCoy retired Zubin in this playthrough, there will be some different conversation with Guza that we can get out of him.
Can the department float me some chin yen? This investigation's getting expensive.
Look, this ain't on the department tab, okay? This is a personal loan.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
This goddamn city don't know how to manage funds. They've been flush for years.
I thought we were under budget.
Trust me, ain't nobody getting rich unless they're sneaking some on the side. Hell, I can barely pay for the fuel for my car.
Ever hear of public transportation?
Get out of here before I throw my desk at you.
Alright, I think we heard that one before, but it's still kind of funny that Guza admits that someone might be sneaking some money on the side.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You'd be amazed at how accommodating a man can be after his hemorrhoids get lanced. You really been surprising the troops around here, kid. Gaff says you worked that retirement like a champ.
Just doing the job.
Yeah, well, don't get too cocky. Those sixes can be damn unpredictable.
That I know.
But I'm proud of you, McCoy. Why don't you take the rest of the day off?
Thanks.
Payments is wiring the advance to your account as we speak.
How much?
Couple hundred Chinyan. Enough to buy a sandwich or two. We gotta hold back the rest until the lab does the autopsy. Paperwork, you know. Shouldn't take more than a couple of days.
So, the check's in the mail.
Hey, don't worry. The boys upstairs want to keep our best and brightest happy. Any idea what you want to spend it on?
I was thinking maybe a companion for my animal at home.
Forget that. Buy yourself something nice. Once you start carving up that juicy bacon, kid, the taste never goes away. The great things in life, believe me, you'll just be wanting more and more.
Alright, and I always like Guza's line about, you got a couple hundred Chinyan, enough to buy a sandwich or two. And so, like, anytime someone asks me how much I got paid, I'm like, enough to get a sandwich or two, which I got from this game. And I think we've heard the rest of the dialogue between McCoy and Guza.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the principle.
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
Sorry to bother you, Lieutenant.
And we've heard just checking in before. Alright, so actually let's just go out here real quick and see if any of the weird stuff will show up. Every now and then there's like a police officer you can click on.
Hey, pal. What do you know?
Zero that would interest you, Detective.
What do you know?
Zero.
And they'll just say dumb stuff like that. Alright, so let's go back to our game where we never confess to killing the bug. And I've actually done a lot of experimenting on this save game. And originally I thought we wouldn't be able to get the Lucy ending because we retired Zubin, but I did some experimenting and I found some things that will allow us to do the Lucy ending. So we're actually going to get a lot of endings out of this playthrough, although not this episode or anything like that. So the first thing I want to do is when I walk through this door, I want you to watch the sewers, or the sludge in the sewers, because we killed the bum, and so we're going to see something interesting out here. And there goes his body, sliding down the sewers. Now, as always, to help with our investigation to get Goose on the line, we need to go look at the ammo in Izzo's warehouse, and we also might as well do it to pick up the bullets.
Someone had really torn the place the real instead, but all the
Alright, and we can skip through that. Now we'll go to McCoy's apartment. Alright, now you need to watch this scene right here. Watch the sludge. See him?
The trash had been collected. I'd screwed up, plain and simple.
Okay, and there goes the bum through the sludge of the kibble.
Maggie? Where's my animal?
Step off, Mom.
She was here.
You got the...
Hey, man.
I don't know.
Wait a
I got no problem.
And I can't remember if I showed you this or not, but you can still click on McCoy's apartment.
McCoy, 88F.
Destination locked.
Strange.
And it's just locked all of a sudden, not like it was when he went and walked in on that guy. I guess the guy locked the door after some weirdo showed up in his apartment. Alright, now we can go straight to solving this case. And we'll head over to the twins. So you'll notice when we get to this room, there ain't no bum here because he was floating in the sewers. Alright, so let's go over to the twins. We gotta do this stupid rat puzzle. Always make sure you save for the rat puzzle. Actually, you know what? I wanted to show you McCoy dying because it's funny just to see that break. I don't think I showed that animation before. So like I said, the easiest way, shoot the rat back out of the screen, go back in, and then you can just run across. And those guys aren't here, but we're not going to collect that DNA evidence just yet because I want to show multiple endings. So I'm just going to grab the Tyrell evidence real quick. You don't have to talk to the twins in order to be able to grab this. And since they weren't there, we'll just grab it now anyway. And we can enjoy this nice scene from the movie for a bit. Alright, that's good enough.
Well, hey, stop!
And then, I didn't show you this either, so I'll just show it to you now. Do a save game. We can go back in there, and we'll get arrested.
We're gonna nail your ass, McCoy.
Damn.
And that's it. That's the end of the game. McCoy just gets put in prison. Or a jail. I guess this isn't prison, it's just a jail. Okay. And so let us also enjoy my favorite scene in the whole game again. It's just amazing. Like, it looks like it goes on forever. Like, this area underneath the Tyrell building is so massive that it has clouds of its own. So it's got its own freaking atmosphere. It's amazing. Alright, let's head back to the twins. And keep in mind, McCoy must have actually been wandering for hours, or even days. Alright, so here's the twins.
No, we tried that already. Look, we know that the adenine thymine and guanine cytosine sequences can be mutated in progress. Let's move on.
So there's a couple things I like there that I didn't really mention before. Number one is that jargon at the very beginning, where they're talking about the guanine fibers and whatever's. Like that, I think that's sort of a tribute to the movie when Roy is talking to Tyrell about possible cures. So, we have everything that we need from these
Clovis
guys.
set me up, didn't he?
Check it out, bro. The little man with the big gun did
I like
good.
how they call him the little
A
man with
bargain's
the
a
big
bargain.
gun.
You said you'd give me Guza.
It's all right. Your boss will take a...
Alright.
Guza had his... He was... And he was... Word from... Not... Let it...
We're gonna call Guza real quick. Alright, so he just arranges to meet Guza. Those twins are still there, so let's run out here, run back in. Okay, the twins are gone. I'm just gonna create a save game right here so that I can show you the endings with and without the DNA information. And then, just to make sure I don't accidentally save over that. Alright, so I'll grab the DNA this time.
Dump a copy of all the data in this directory.
And we've seen that before. So now we can go meet Guza. Now, I mentioned in my last playthrough that there are a couple of dialogue options that can happen with Guza here. And I thought that it was due to your disposition with the replicants. But I did some more experimenting, and the one we got was basically from normal or erratic mode. And I'm going to play this dialogue between McCoy and Guza in polite mode because it's going to be slightly different. McCoy he'll say stuff where I think would have been more realistic if he said it in surly mode.
Clovis is still gonna come gunning for me, kid. You and Chris gotta take him down. Then my problems are over. Our problems are over. And we can all live happily ever after.
That's my job, Guza. I'm still a Blade Runner. But don't think I'm doing this to save your worthless hide.
It ain't a tough decision now, Ray. You set the file over there and I'll toss the briefcase over, okay? Count of 3.
I see we were right to follow him, Sadiq.
Looks that way, man.
And we can grab the briefcase.
You might as well give it up, Clovis.
So, basically in polite mode, McCoy gives the line about, that's still my job, I'm still a Blade Runner. Whereas, if we were in the other modes, McCoy would sound more sympathetic to the reps, so...
We stand a greater
seems kind of backwards to me.
Kiss my ass!
So, what shall we do with this detective? He's been so persistent, so industrious.
You know what I would do.
Perhaps you're right.
Alright, let's just get out of here.
It's over.
There's no reason to do anything other than run away right now. If we had shot Guza there, we wouldn't be able to do the Dektora endings, which we want to be able to do. So, that's why we didn't shoot Guza. I see no good reason to shoot Guza. I always feel bad about Guza dying because Guza is what they call a survivor. 20 years on the job and no one was going to touch him.
You're making me very unhappy, old friend.
And we'll just get out of here. We don't need our weapon drawn anymore. Yeah, Guza is like the elves in Lord of the Rings. Because like the elves in Lord of the Rings have lived for so long that anytime one of them dies, you feel bad because it's like so much is gone when one of the elves dies. And the same thing for Guza. 20 years of experience, gone.
It's like I said before. You retire a human, your career is over. Your life too, maybe. But we don't live forever, do we?
So in my first playthrough, I said when Gaff says, but we don't live forever, do we? That was from the movie. That's only a tribute to the movie. In the movie, he just says, it's too bad she won't live, but then again, who does? Still implying that we don't live forever. Alright, so when McCoy goes into his apartment, he's going to find a dead dog, and it'll be very sad.
Maggie! Come here, girl.
Or we completely screwed up everything and didn't get a dead dog. Turned out I did have to shoot Guza in order to get the outcome that I wanted.
She'd been shot once.
Not that I want a dead dog, but I guess I do for this playthrough. Okay, so when we answer the phone, we're going to get Dektora calling us. And there's a few different ways this conversation will go. I'm just going to show you the polite option first, then I'll show you the normal option.
Pick up.
I've been trying to reach you for an hour. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Look, I think I got Clovis and Sadiq to let you alone. I told them you weren't hunting them anymore.
Bravo.
What's the matter?
My dog's dead. Shot.
I'm so sorry. You were close to it, weren't you?
Not it. Her. Maggie.
Clovis didn't do it, I'm sure of that.
No kidding.
I also told him about us, Ray. He took it very well. He and I are finished for good this time.
I have a hard time believing that.
He's been very philosophical. He's aware that his time is running out. That's why he wants to help us.
No hard feelings, huh?
None at all.
Okay.
But there's another way. Why don't you and I just go away from here? Leave this place and everybody else behind.
Maybe I can help Clovis find some peace before he dies, then we'll see. Where is he?
He's been struggling out in the Kipple, trying to get the moon bus fixed. If you could help repair it, maybe we could all leave together.
How far out are they?
A few miles north of the city.
There's bound to be tons of radioactive waste between here and there.
There's a tunnel in the sewers. That's how Clovis and Sadiq go back and forth. It comes out right near the moon bus. I need you, Ray. I can't watch my friends die, not alone. And if you can't come, adieu, my love.
Dektora, wait! Damn it.
Alright, so McCoy agrees to go meet Dektora at the moon bus when you're in polite mode. Let's see if anything's on the TV.
A Blade Runner foiled a rogue replicant's escape attempt today, retiring it in the 4th sector before it could hurt anyone. Our man on the scene got this exclusive reaction from Lieutenant Edison Guza, supervisor of the LPD Rep DTEC unit.
The detective on the case handled it by the book. He investigated a lead at Taffy's, tested the alleged replicant, and retired exactly the way he's supposed to.
So, not sure who that was referring to. Since it's at Taffy's, I'm guessing it's Zora as well, but that is a slightly different news report. Alright, so we're going to just be in surly mode this time, and McCoy will say he wants to do something different with Dektora when we answer the phone.
Pick up.
I've been trying to reach you for an hour. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Look, I think I got Clovis and Sadiq to let you alone. I told them you weren't hunting them anymore.
Bravo.
What's the matter?
My dog's dead. Shot.
I'm so sorry. You were close to it, weren't you?
Not it. Her. Maggie.
Clovis didn't do it, I'm sure of that.
No kidding.
I also told him about us, Ray. He took it very well. He and I are finished for good this time.
I have a hard time believing that.
He's been very philosophical. He's aware that his time is running out. That's why he wants to help us.
No hard feelings, huh?
None at all.
Okay.
But there's another way. Why don't you and I just go away from here? Leave this place and everybody else behind.
I got nothing to keep me here anymore, that's for sure. You got a plan?
There's a used car place in the 4th sector near the arcade.
I know it.
Gordo and I went there before looking for a vehicle. The owner was nice to us. He'll probably help us if we pay him.
We'd need a spinner to be able to get anywhere.
He's got a couple for sale.
It's real risky and illegal.
Well, it's better than just sitting out there in the Kipple waiting to die. Watching everybody else die. If you won't do it, I'll go get the car myself.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna do it.
Then meet me there. I'll be there within the hour.
Alright, so this time McCoy agrees to meet Dektora at Crazy Legs. And let's see if anything different's on the TV.
A Blade Runner
No.
foiled...
Alright, so when you agree to meet Dektora at Crazy Legs, you can actually just go to the moon bus as well and get the moon bus ending. You don't have to agree to go to the moon bus to get the moon bus ending. So, I'm just going to give us a save spot right where the branch is, which is going to be on this screen if we just go up here. And notice that McCoy ran up the stairs instead of walking. If you click on the edge, McCoy will walk, but if you just click up here, McCoy will run up there. Alright, so we'll save this game, and then we're going to go meet Dektora and Clovis and all of them at the moon bus. Alright, and she goes down in a few shots. McCoy just has that to say about her. And Sadiq is a replicant in this playthrough, so his dialogue will be slightly different. He'll never say human too.
Brother man, wondering when you make it out here.
It took a little while to realize where I belonged.
The Maker built you right.
What about you, Sadiq? Aren't you a killer?
My woman, she be killed by a Blade Runner. Revenge all I got left. So yeah, I be a killer now.
I understand.
Truth be told, killing don't help much.
The moon bus up and running yet?
And then the rest of the conversation is exactly the same. But I forgot to show you this time. If we click on Sadiq before grabbing the battery, there's some different dialogue.
You got a protective suit or something? If I handle any radioactive waste, I'm liable to melt.
You don't need no suit, man. Your skin, it be plenty good enough. The Maker built you right.
Alright, so that might be for us to infer that McCoy is a replicant. But then, if Sadiq had been human, he would have said the same thing, and he's about to handle the battery anyway to install it. So, I don't even know what's going on with Sadiq. So, I'll just save real quick. Okay.
You for real, I'm thinking. Go in.
Alright, so now we can go in and see Clovis and all the replicants that are still alive. But in our case, Izo's dead, Lucy's dead, Gordo was not a replicant.
He's installing the power source right now. Excellent.
And so, there aren't many replicants here.
And do you have something for me?
So these are the only replicants that are left. And we can just get our special Moonbus Dektora ending, because here's Dektora.
Not the talkative type.
She's not the talkative type right now, but she's totally in love with McCoy, even though they've only had one conversation.
DNA information?
And the twins just disappeared.
We have some of it. I hope it's enough.
It will have to be.
I've got questions of my own.
No doubt, but answers will take time, and time is precious to all of us.
It's true, then. We've only got 4 years.
Yes. Of course, I could be hit by lightning tomorrow, but with the information Tyrell gave you... Who knows, brother? It may just be enough to make a difference. He's a hunter no more. He has come home. It's time to go, my friend.
Where are we going?
To the heavens, brother. To fulfill our destinies off-world.
And this time, the memories we create will be our own.
And we get an origami tiger. Alright, so that is that ending. But also, here's the ending that Lewis Castle alluded to. I'm at least going to try it. Alright, so we retire all the replicants on the moon bus.
She still didn't make it. Chief Bryant wants to talk to you. He says you're really ready now.
It never ends, does it?
You're a real Blade Runner now. Full retirement bonuses and everything. You've done a man's job, sir.
How come I don't feel good about it?
Who knows?
Buy yourself another animal, maybe. A real one, not a Tyrell fake.
She wasn't fake.
Whatever
you want to believe, McCoy. Alright, and so you see there that that ending is exactly the same as if we'd killed Sadiq outside and then just retired Clovis inside. And we get the origami dog. Alright, so next up, we will go back to our choices, and we're going to go meet Dektora at Crazy Leg Larry's. So we're beneath Crazy Legs right now. And actually, you can click on the tunnel right now.
The tunnel stretched for miles. I was sure it came out somewhere, but I didn't have time to find out.
And McCoy will just have that to say about it. And there's like a minivan here. It's pretty cool. And then it takes forever for McCoy to go up these stairs. Alright, so when we go out here, Dektora's here waiting for us and we can talk to her.
You made it.
I promised you, didn't I?
You're one of the few people I've known who actually keep their promises.
Where's Clovis?
He's not coming with us.
You gonna miss him?
I've practically forgotten him already.
Nice.
In some ways I wish I'd gotten to know him better.
You know him better than you think. There's a strange bond that exists between the two of you. I felt it from the start. That's one of the reasons I was so drawn to you.
Are you ready?
Like I'm beginning a whole new life.
Alright, so they go into crazies together and then lots of interesting stuff happens up here.
How's it going, Ray? Wait a minute, I thought you was going to arrest her.
You don't get paid the big bucks to think, crazy. Any of your spinners up and running?
Sure, got one up on the roof. A real beaut, ain't a cheap ride, though, I'll tell you right now.
I gotta take it for a test drive.
Ray, I always liked you. True, I hardly know you. You seem like a stand-up guy. Eventually, when this fiasco's all over and done with, I know you'll get me on the come, right?
You're a stand-up guy, crazy.
That I am.
Alright.
Want me to tell your friend where you're going?
Friend?
You know, the doll with the cigarette. She told me you were in trouble and she wanted to help. What should I tell her?
Ray?
You tell her we're headed south.
10-4.
I'm afraid, Ray.
Crystal ain't gonna let up until we're both 6 feet under.
Alright, so they get the car from Crazy. Crazy is played by the guy that plays Kane in the Command & Conquer series, for your information.
Ray?
What?
Evening, Slim. Thanks for bringing her here. Makes my end a hell of a lot easier.
You're the coldest person I've ever seen when it comes to killing.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How did it feel to kill an innocent animal?
Wake up, Slim. The mutt was a replicant, just like its master.
Bullshit.
You're more confused than the damn dog was when I pulled the plug.
She was real, Steel. No two ways about it.
Nobody gives a damn. All three of you will be nothing but a memory anyhow.
Nice.
And I'll be a rich lady.
Alright, and so we can just gun Crystal down.
Nice shot there, Slim.
You couldn't leave well enough alone.
I'll see you again, real soon. Oh, I forgot. You revs don't have a soul.
What a waste.
And McCoy says it's just a waste, and this car has been shot.
Can you get it working?
We'll have to find something else. Maybe a ground car.
I'm afraid, Ray.
Let's go. There's nothing here for us anymore.
Alright, so Dektora's afraid, so we can go down
It's
here.
all over, McCoy. You got nowhere to go and no hostages. You got 2 minutes. Then we're gonna clear you out.
I'll be right back.
What have you got there?
One of Sadiq's bombs. I stole it. If they want to fight,
No.
they're little people with small minds.
No! We'll find another way. Wait a minute. We're right on top of the old subway system.
But they'll follow us.
Not if we can get a ground car down there. Hell, we can drive right through that tunnel and disappear.
What if it's collapsed?
It's worth a shot.
Alright, let's just do a save here real quick. So I want to show you what happens if you go outside.
It's McCoy. Get him.
You're a dead man if you go outside. Alright. They don't even arrest you. They just gun you down. So, we can just click on this panel over here.
Let me try to get the floor open. Arm that thing, all right? But wait for my signal before you drop it in. Now!
And then we can watch the car go down there. And we can head down to the basement.
Come on, they'll be coming through the door any second.
And then if we go down here, find our car, there's also this cop here. We can click on the cop.
You're gonna pay, Skin Chop. You're going down.
Your friends will be coming soon. You'll live.
What do you care?
I feel sorry for you. Who knows? Maybe I'm not a rep after all.
They're gonna kill you anyway.
They gotta find me first.
And that's it.
I knew we'd make
it. Dektora.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
I didn't know where we were going, and I didn't much care. Away from the city first, and then as far as this heap could take us. I hadn't gotten enough of the DNA information to save either of us, so we had a limited amount of time together. We couldn't go back to the city. No doubt our days there were numbered too. So I decided just to drive. To keep on going in a straight line until we could go no further.
And Gaff has been busy there. So that was the no DNA information ending for Dektora. And you'll notice not having a DNA information does not affect the Clovis ending at all. So this time, we're going to go ahead and let something different happen.
We made it.
Okay, so all we have to do
Ray.
differently to get a different ending
Evening, Slim.
with the crystal situation
Thanks for bringing...
You're the
Wait.
is just let Crystal do her dirty work. So Dektora is retired.
Nice shot there, Slim.
You couldn't leave well enough alone.
I'll see you again, real soon. Oh, I forgot. You reps don't have a soul.
Everything I'd ever been close to was dead. There wasn't anything left for me now, and there was no going back to the unit after I'd dispatched Crystal. It was one of Sadiq's bombs. Was it a lie? Had she been planning to kill me all along? Or was it just insurance? Something extra to defend herself? I'd never know.
Nice line. This is one of my favorite
It's all
endings.
over, McCoy. You got nowhere to go and no
This
hostages.
lone man McCoy.
You got 2 minutes. Then we're gonna clear you out.
So McCoy just does everything himself this time.
I had an idea. I didn't know if it was going to work or not, but I'd run out of options.
Whoops. Then we can just go down. And this is the saddest ending. The cop's still there. We can talk to him.
You're gonna pay, Skin Chop. You're going down.
Your friends will be coming soon. You'll live.
What do you care?
I feel sorry for you.
Okay. That cop's not really that interesting. And then we can just go into the tunnel.
I didn't know where I was going, and I didn't much care. I just wanted to get away. Not from the cops so much as the memories of Maggie and of her. I was different from them, that much I knew. I couldn't do the job anymore. All I could do was get away and try to live each moment as it comes. And eventually, all my moments and memories would run out.
And Gaff has done his dirty work once again. I always like this part of it. Because it's like, yeah, McCoy got away, but Clovis was retired. Okay, so for the final ending, we got to go back to our Act 3 save, and we need to grab the DNA information. Alright, and just to show you that the dialogue between Guza and them is different, I'll just put McCoy into surly mode instead of polite mode.
Clovis is still gonna come gunning for me, kid. You and Chris gotta take him down. Then my problems are over. Our problems are over. And we can all live happily ever after.
There's no way I'm retiring another rep. Not after what I've been through. It ain't worth it. Do it yourself.
Hell, kid, you're my only hope. If they knew I was meeting you, I'd be dead already. And I know I got what you want.
Does it make any difference now?
We had a deal, remember? You might want to give it up, but I ain't ready yet. That's the difference between you and me. I'm a fighter. What the hell are you?
I see we were right to follow him, Sadiq.
Okay, and as I discovered before, I do need to just shoot Uza here.
Who the hell do you think you're kidding, McCoy? You're gonna fry!
Keep in mind, we got these endings after retiring
But we don't
Boosie.
live forever.
So Dektora should hate us.
Oh, God.
And we'll just stay in surly mode for this conversation with Dektora.
Pick up.
I've been trying to...
Whether or not you find the DNA information makes no difference for the Moonbus endings. Presumably Clovis and all of them have collected enough information, but if you have all the DNA information in the car ending, Clovis ain't there with you and the twins aren't there with you, so you do need what they got. Alright, so let's go meet Dektora. And I'm gonna skip ahead, probably right here. Just gun Crystal down.
Nice.
All this part's going to be the same, so I'm probably just going to cut ahead to when they're actually in the car together. So this time when we drive in the car, things will be a little bit different since we've collected all the DNA this time.
I knew we'd make it. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
I didn't know where we were going, and I didn't much care. Away from the city first, and then as far as this heap could take us. With the information I'd gotten from Tyrell, and the bits and pieces from his design subcons, maybe, just maybe, we had enough to keep us alive for a while. All I knew was that we'd live each day as if it was the last. Put them all together, they just might add up to a lifetime.
And let's not kid ourselves. How the heck did Dektora fall in love with McCoy so quickly? It makes no sense. And also, what was McCoy's plan to do with the DNA information? He's not a scientist. He's a cop. It's not like they can eat the DNA information and survive. It's not a magic potion. So anyway, that ending's just kind of funny. So anyway, this has been Jack Everett, and I wanted to thank you for watching.